Hello. No, I paused just to make sure like the video's recording and everything. And do you know what happened? Do you know what happened? I was muted the first take. But it's okay because I caught it pretty early because I was getting a vibe. I was getting a feeling that the mic wouldn't work. So I'm glad I checked because now it should be working. So yes. I am going to go on and we're going to pick a quest. So I don't really know which one I want to do. So I was like scrolling before and I was thinking maybe first lesson because I was like, is that another Florabelle quest? But then Forever Young seemed kind of interesting, but at the same time I was worried because I don't want like Earmere. You know what I mean? Like, because he had that whole thing that he wanted. I know there are some Earmere fans. I know. But I just don't like him either. Let's go do first lesson. Why not? I don't have the means to go on. You know what, Hamilton? Do you guys like Hamilton the musical? Okay. Yeah, I have a feeling this has to be a Florabelle lesson. Because I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it is, though. Is it wishful thinking? What's going on here? Angry hornleaf bears have surrounded the cabin. Is someone out there? Help me, please. Don't worry. We'll deal with this. I didn't even know Lorson was here, but I don't mind. Come. Stay. That's when I began to pray, Lord, show me how to say no to this. The forest always protects. I don't know what he says after that. You can come out now. We took care of the hornleaf bears. Really? Wait a minute. I have to move the furniture blocking the door. She was surreal. She was absolutely not gonna get caught. Why does she wear clothes like a light bearer? She's not dressing like a wilder. Wilders are more like free flow. That's what I really like about them. That's interesting. Wow, you actually defeated them. It seems like the hornleaf bears are still too ferocious to be used as a teaching specimen. I guess we have to change our curriculum. Oh no, we have to go. Why? What are you afraid of? Her clothes! That's a teacher uniform for the Jade Lake Academy. Florabelle doesn't wear that. I swore that I never have anything to do with the Jade Lake Academy ever again. Classes, rules, nagging instructions. Just thinking back gives me a headache. Before she notices, let's run for our lives. Wait a minute, are you? We've been spotted! Help! I'm sorry. Lorson's just too funny right now. We've been spotted! Help! We're all gonna die! Are you my new teaching assistants? Great! The academy finally sent someone. Huh? Teaching assistants? I'm gonna say this. I'm a new teacher at the Jade Lake Academy. I'm getting lessons ready so I can give the children a good first lesson. Which is also the first lesson I will teach since coming here. In order to help me prepare lessons, I submitted an application to the academy for an experienced individual to help me teach. She was an instructor at the Serene Lyceum, but you want her to be your teaching assistant? Lorson's like absolutely fuming. I would be like, Hammie, no. You have no idea how great she is. Yes, I'm a teaching assistant. How about you be my teaching assistant? Let me hear your lesson plan. This is the best. Look, I just need help with a lesson plan for the first class. The original plan was to introduce our new students to various creatures in the forest. But some creatures are not so easy to find. We managed to get a hornleaf bear, but they're prone to be aggressive. I thought they were sweet, or was that just Wynn's hornleaf bear? If one of them suddenly gets angry in class, the students will be in trouble. After what happened just now, I think it's wise to change the first creature to something less dangerous. Looking at the alternative animals on my list, perhaps a gleamtail or a doe is better. Gleamtail. kind of mouse with a fluffy tail that glows slightly in the dark. We can occasionally see them on the road. Why did I just say that? I said I don't want anything to do with the Jade Lake Academy. It destroyed my youth and my unchecked imagination. In the end, it turned me into a fact-checking, answer-giving machine. Yes, that's why I'm trying to improve the curriculum. Compared with the reading from dusty old textbooks, I believe hands-on experience will give students a deeper understanding of the world. Well, how about we help this new teacher after all? She has a lot of experience in teaching. She'll definitely be able to give helpful advice. I'll help. Let me show you how it's done. I'll say I'll help. In reality, I think I would just nope out of there because I don't know, I was not the one that they sent. 2, Lorson is over here blowing a fuse. You know, I don't wanna hurt Lorson. Thank you, my new teaching assistant. To complete our lesson, we need 1 male and 1 female Gleamtail. I remember that I once saw some Gleamtails in the woods towards the southwest. I would go myself, but I still have 30 pages of lesson plans to review. Please help me. Catch a Gleamtail. 30 pages of lessons plans? How does she do it? She teaches at this Lyceum, graded enough papers in a week that equaled my height. Oh. Bless Miss Arte. I think Jade Lake Academy has become a good... Oh. I couldn't read it. I actually want to collect this first. I don't actually use any of these materials. Did you hear that? I think the trees are full of Gleamtails. The teacher from the Jade Lake Academy said that we need 1 male and 1 female Gleamtail. But how can we catch them? We hear them, however, I haven't seen one running around. They're timid creatures. They won't come out if they think people are near. We can lure them out with food. What? Oh, they forgot a pronoun here. What did they like to eat again? Wisteria vine, yes. We should be able to find some around here. You've been a good student. You remembered a lot from school. I'm gonna say... Ooh, I don't like either of these options because I don't want to remind him of school, you know? He accredits Jade Lake Academy to ruining his, life. So I don't think either of these are good options. I'm gonna say you must have been a good student because I at least want to give some praising word, you know, at least. I still don't think either option is good, but it's okay. No, with the deer spirit as my witness, I did not listen to a single word in class. I learned this by traveling around the dark forest. One time, when I was sleeping, those furry little thieves ate all the fruit that I had prepared for the road. When I was woozy from hunger, I found the Gleamtails gathering around the wisteria vines. I couldn't help myself either. The vines tasted terrible, but at least I didn't go hungry. Yes, this is wisteria vine. Then let's place our bait in a good location and wait for the Gleamtails. Hunt Gleamtail. Place here. Soon, several small creatures soon gather at the spot where the bait was placed. But Gleamtails? The Gleamtails have gathered around the wisteria vine. Be careful, those little ones have sharp ears as me. Don't scare them away. They look cute. Hold on. Why didn't it... It's not letting me... Okay. Okay. We caught 2 of them, but we don't know if they're male or female. I can't tell the difference either. It would be great if they could talk like me and Chippy. At least we found 2. The teacher will be happy either way. I can't believe Larson agreed to this. He's so against Jade Lake Academy. And yet he's just here. Teacher guidelines, item 52. Hold eye contact with students. We've brought the what kind of animal is this? Because, like, they don't look like bunny ears to me. I mean, maybe they are, but I feel like they're a different shape than Lorson's. Maybe bunnies do have this? I don't know. It feels like foxy. Am I wrong about that? I don't know. I don't think it matters too much. I just can't help but notice the difference between their ears. We brought 2 gleamtails. Let me see. Oh, look at these cuties. Don't worry, you're not in danger. You're just here to teach children about nature. This isn't right. What's wrong? How could I have made a mistake? These guys are gleamtails. Yes, they're gleamtails, but these 2 are both male. What's the difference in appearance? How can you tell? Good question, my teaching assistant. Please pay attention to the following details. There is a hidden gland in the gleamtail's tail. After digesting the wisteria vine, the male will release an aroma that smells like a butterfly orchid to attract females. Put your nose close to the... I'm gonna do that. At the base of the tail, and then take a deep breath. You can smell. Ew! Thank you, Hammie. Thank you, Hammie. I will never smell a gleamtail. What kind of evil lesson is this? I think this is a great practical knowledge, and it will leave a lasting impression on students. I'm with Hammie on this one. See? The teachers at the Jade Lake Academy aren't normal. How about a different animal? Are students required to do this? Jade Lake Academy is eye-opening. I'm gonna say, are the students required to do this? I really, yeah. If this creature isn't suitable either, I have one last backup plan. Teaching with deer is a safe and reliable choice, but a bit unimaginative, if you ask me. There are a lot of deer in the forest. The stags have antlers and the does don't. You can tell them apart at a glance. So next we're going to find a deer? Yes, but I can't always have the lesson preparation to my teaching assistants. After all, I'm the one who will be giving the lesson. It's not long before classes start, so it'll be faster if we look for them separately. Here, take this. It's dangerous to go alone, take this. This is an antler flute, which is commonly used in Vaduso. The sound it emanates are similar to the calls of deers. This will attract them to you. Let me fix my posture. I feel like a shrimp. Let me make sure I'm in camera, cause yeah. Okay, it looks fine. There are many deers around him. Find them and guide them to the cabin. Although her ideas are a bit strange, she's a very dedicated teacher. There should be some deer around here. When you find one, use the antler flute to attract them to the cabin. Search for deer. Oh dear, my sheep. Do you guys know that song? It's from Mixed Up Mother Goose. Chippy doesn't see any deer around here. What kind of deer are we looking for again? We're looking for does and stags. Does are girl deer and stags are boy deer. I don't know why she needs both a stag and a doe. Does she want to teach about the differences in appearance among the same species? Chippy has a headache. The teacher left in a hurry and didn't explain anything. If we bring back just stags or just does, we would have wasted our time. Lorson, can you wind whisper to her? We have someone who can contact her. I'm gonna say this, because I don't want to put him on the spot. I'll just ask. What are you looking at me for? Pat Lorson on the shoulder. No, look at him with a smile. Please, almighty wind whisperer, these are terrible. I would not say this. So I wouldn't just I don't want to imply that he should do something. I feel like that puts too much pressure on somebody, which kind of reminds me of a test I just took. So I like taking personality tests, okay? I think they're funny. And then one of mine said, I'll probably put it on screen, but it said I don't like pressure, and it's true. I don't like being pressured, and I don't like pressuring others. So I don't know. I just feel like non-verbal is like, you should do it. Like, I'm gonna tell you to. And it doesn't answer his question. He was like, what are you looking at me for? Put a hand on his shoulder. Or look at him with a smile. I feel like maybe the verbal one is a little much though, but I feel like that's the most appropriate though. You owe me one. It's his angry face that makes me laugh. Okay, let me contact her. Oh, wind, send forth my message. What are we looking for again? Don't get scared. It's just me. Listen and respond. Keep it short. Progress update? She said that she just met a doe and was leading her back to the cabin. We're to look for a stag. Alright, now that we know our target, Lorson, why are you looking like that? I'm jealous of you. Hmm? You're all lucky. You don't know how to wind whisper. You don't have to hear her endless questions about this and that. Oh dear. How did you do that? What are the principles of wind whispering? Do you mind coming into class and giving a demonstration? She's scary. Hide the stag. Guide the stag. Chippy saw it. There's a stag with antlers over there. Oops, I accidentally skipped my dialogue. Okay, that's fine. We have to use the bell, right? Okay, so it comes to me with the bell. That's easy. Why does this remind me of the Ludovic mission? Stop it! Oh, I think I took a little bit too much enjoyment from that. I don't know why. Speak with the teacher. We found a stag! Great, we finally got both a stag and a doe here. The lesson can finally begin in earnest. I'm a little curious, why did you need both a stag and a doe? An excellent question. I wish my students were as curious as you. I read through many textbooks and found one shortcoming in all of them. Students will always need guidance, but some lessons start too late or are too vague with instruction for educational purposes. For example, how life is created. Oh my goodness. This lady's insane. How life is created? I guess it depends on how old these students are, but like I don't know, she's coming on strong. I was thinking that this would be a year-long lesson in observing animals. First, the stag. Oh my gosh. No. 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 I'm gonna skip this. Hammie. Ew. The students at the Jade Lake Academy are too young for this. How can this even be the first lesson? I'm starting to miss the teachers who taught me. He was boring, but boring is better than this. I'm sorry, this is too much for me. But this will be very educational for them. It'll allow students to witness the uniqueness of life. Classes will officially begin tomorrow. I've already prepared so much. That's enough. Please use your vast knowledge of teaching to help her. The uniqueness of life. Speaking of being unique. What's the matter? Why are you staring at me and Chippy? Hamsters and gleamtails are quite unique. Hamsters from beyond the forest. Yes, large, round bodies. They're definitely unique and quite different from gleamtails. These hamsters can even talk. There's one male hamster and one female hamster. No! Just teach differences in species. Don't do strange things to Hammie and Chippy, though. I wouldn't even suggest Hammie and Chippy. I don't know. I don't really trust them with her, to be honest. I didn't mean that. I'm thinking that since the students have never seen them before, it'll definitely help them focus during class. I just feel like maybe she could just go for a larger, like not larger, but older demographic. I don't know, like they're kids. They're kids. Kids don't need to hear all about this. Especially not in detail, including live. Can you please ask your hamster assistants to help? All they need to do is show up to class. Nothing else is required. I will adjust the lesson to mainly show the differences in appearance and habits between light-bearer rodents and dark forest rodents. I can't make decisions for them. It depends on Hammie and Chippy. I'm going to say I can't make decisions for them because I feel like this is slightly more pressuring. So I'm going to say I can't make decisions for them. Because it shifts the blame to me a little bit. Like, I can't make decisions. As opposed to, well, you can ask Hammie and Chippy. Because it's harder for someone... It's hard to say no. So, you shouldn't pressure someone to say no for you. Chippy doesn't really get it, but if it's just showing up, we're not going to do anything. Don't even think about using us to teach weird things. Also, she must be present, otherwise we won't agree. I wouldn't either. That's very solid. Like, that's more than I would do. Great. I'll prepare the lesson plan, and you can review it. The first lesson must be perfect. After emergency assistance with the lesson plan, the next day arrives. It's almost time for the class to start. Let's go to the Jade Lake Academy. Chippy, Hammie, this is going to be an interesting lesson. Come on, we can't be late for this class. So dance the dance, so we never... Look, Florabelle! Hi, Florabelle. Rock, paper, scissors. Ahem. Hello, students of Jade Lake Academy. I am Senka, your natural environment teacher for this semester. I've prepared small gifts for everyone. You can find some glow candy under the leaves next to you. Wow, not bad. I didn't have this when I was in school. Was it your idea? Shh, class is starting. I gave her the idea. I'm not... Hold on. Because honestly, I feel like I shouldn't... Because the way I see it, I don't want to, blow my, toot my own horn. So I'm going to just say, shh, class is starting. Alright, here, take this. I took a bunch of glow candy when she wasn't looking. Let's eat and listen or finish, savage. Let's begin our natural environment lesson. I've invited a few teaching assistants for this class. Everyone, please pay special attention to our guests. We have hamsters from the light bearer and gleam tails to observe. Wow, it's huge! Chippy's so nervous he wants to puke. Hey, is it... light bearer hamsters can talk? No, hamsters can't talk. Please focus on observing their physical appearance. Okay, lastly, we're going to have a Q&A session. If you have any questions about the lesson, feel free to ask. Miss Senka, I have a question. Yes, what's your question? Where do hamsters usually live? Do they live in trees like gleamtails? They live in houses? Of course, a more specific answer can be answered by our new teaching assistant. Help me, I wasn't prepared for this question. That she honestly should have been. Because even earlier, before this, I feel like she just went home and didn't actually review the study lesson. Because she said, oh, I'm going to teach the difference in environment of hamster, light bearer hamsters and dark forest hamsters. But she didn't even think to ask where they lived. Or the rodents from light bearer empire and the dark forest. I feel like that's the most basic question, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel bad saying that. I don't think she's suited, but... Oh, hamsters live in burrows. I'm not too sure myself. They live in a magical house with me. Hamsters live in burrows. So that's it. I have to write it down. I'm next. This kid looked exactly like the other kid. What do they eat? I've raised little mice before, but I've never grew this big. I am going to Google it. What do hamsters eat? They eat seeds, fresh vegetables, fresh fruit. They can eat cooked chicken and mealworms. That is crazy. I'm gonna minus the AI answer. That's wild. Oh, they gave me Copilot anyway, even after minus AI. I know the term minus AI at least works in Google. So they can eat seeds, fruits, vegetables, like I see cucumbers, strawberry, crickets. Goodness gracious. Pellets. Do hamsters live in burrows? No, I'm scared. Did I give the wrong answer? Because I feel like I Googled this already. And hamsters, they're not suitable for the wild anymore, right? Like, they've been completely domesticated, right? I'm not sure. I feel like I gave the wrong answer. Burrows just felt natural, but... Chippy really likes to eat. Ow! Shh! Shouldn't be talking right now. Well, that's a simple question. Our teaching assistant will be able to answer. They love eating nuts. Magic. No wonder my pets never grew big. I'm kind of scared. I don't know if these are the right answers. It doesn't matter, right? Like, I'm not sure. They're not going to give me a special title or anything, right? Well, it's almost time for class to end. Miss Senka, I have one last question. Go ahead. Now that we've learned the differences between light-bearer hamsters and gleamtails, when will this information have in the future? What use will this information have in the future? I mean, we can't eat these animals or play with them. Why not? Why can't you? I mean, not eat, but play with them. You could play with them. I guess they live in the Light-Bearer Empire, so maybe they're on to something. It'll be another great day of not using sine, cosine, and tangent. This question is something only you can answer. Tell them your answer. Students, you should have heard from the exclusion edict in the dark forest. We have sealed ourselves in blood we have sealed ourselves in and blocked off communication with the outside world because outsiders are deemed dangerous. However, look at these friendly people in front of you. Although they come from the Light-Bearer Empire, they're open, helpful, and unique. No two trees in the world are exactly the same. If we do not open our eyes and muster up the courage to step into the unknown, then we will always be ignorant children hiding in the woods. I want to use this class to give you a window to the outside world. The songs of thousand birds, the sprouts of 1,000 plants, and the laughter of every being are waiting for us somewhere out there. We must never give up on our pursuit of knowledge and never close our minds and hearts, because that is exactly what is meant to exist. It's also the meaning of nature I want to convey. That's all for today's lesson. Please stand up and give a round of applause to our teaching assistant and our light-bearer hamster friends. Thank you all. You acted as a teaching assistant and successfully helped the Jade Lake Academy teacher, Senka, with her students' first lesson. I'm glad it went well. I do hope that she has some more sense in the future. There's not really an English word that I can think of other than sense, but there's a specific term that I'm thinking of. I saw a puzzle up there. Do you want to do a puzzle with me before we end? Yeah. So I have to click over here. I just love puzzles. Aw, man, not this whack-a-mole one. Okay, so it's like a purple crystal with a, like, Saturn's ring. Does Saturn even have a ring? I just said that. I'm not a planet expert. Oh shoot, I clicked the wrong one. Easy, that one tricked me. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. Oh, man. Wait, does this thing restart? No, it doesn't. This has to be the worst I've ever done with this whack-a-mole minigame. But thank you so much for joining me, everyone. I did some sort of quest over here. I did this many side quests. Woohoo! lucky flip. I do have some of this. But thank you so much for coming and joining me with this side quest. Let me know what side quest I should do next. And I'm a little nervous because I think I recorded this before the other one uploaded. So I'm trying to get ahead of content, you know, so I want to have good things consistently, you know. So yes, let me know what you want after this. I'll probably hear it in the Flowers for the Gifted episode. But thank you so much for coming, everyone. Have a good night or morning and stay sweet. Love you guys. Bye.